So you're moving here to Idaho and you're looking for a little bit more breathing room, a little bit more elbow room for the type of home that you're looking to buy. So you're looking for a home that's probably going to be about 1 to 5 acres. So we're going to look at how that compares to homes that are going to be on smaller lots, more in subdivisions, and what you can get for your money here in the Boise and Treasure Valley area in particular. And we're going to hone in on some certain areas you're probably going to want to take a look at as opposed to Boise itself, so you can actually get that type of home that you're looking for. We're going to look at some price ranges that you might be looking to pay. So we want to make sure that when you're moving here to Idaho, that you're not thinking that you're going to be able to pick up a home on land for like $200,000. That just does not exist here in Idaho. So we're going to cover some realistic price points and what you can expect to get along with that as you are looking for those smaller acreage homes here in Idaho, and whether or not that makes sense for you. If you are looking to do that, all you got to do is reach out to me via phone, text, or email. I'd absolutely love to help you with that. Either myself or my team would absolutely love to help you work through exactly what you're looking for and help you make that move here to Idaho. I myself moved to Idaho from California with my family, so I know exactly what you're going through and what it takes to make the absolutely smooth move here to Idaho. I absolutely love living here in Idaho, and so many people just like me have moved here, and I love helping folks like that. And we love it for the freedoms, the lack of mandates, just different political culture that we have here in Idaho. So if you're looking to make the move here, I just love helping people just like you and you and you and you and you. So give me a call, text, or email, whether you're 9 days, 90 days, or even 2 years out. We'll jump on a Zoom call and figure out exactly the right location for you. All right, let's dive into the types of homes you can get here in Idaho on those smaller acreage lots, and maybe the type of homes that you're probably going to want to avoid even on those acreage lots. So as I mentioned, you're actually really not going to find these types of homes in Boise itself. Now you might find some in kind of southeast Boise, South Boise perhaps, but really you're going to want to take a look at parts of Meridian, not all of Meridian. Actually, a lot of Meridian has been built out now. So you're going to want to take a look kind of at South Meridian or kind of the west side of Meridian as well, or parts of Eagle. Again, a lot of Eagle has been built out as well, but you are going to find these homes there, of course, that are on potentially larger acreage. And then you're going to want to really look at Star and Middleton, and then potentially Nampa and Caldwell also. Now, it's going to depend on the type of home that you're looking for. If you're looking for a home that is in the foothills, then you're probably going to want to take a look at some custom built homes that are in the foothills. There's also Dry Creek Ranch is a brand new subdivision that's being built. There are a lot of smaller lots there as well, but there are some little bit larger acreage lots, about half acre to an acre, that are going to be newer homes. Now, these are going to be higher priced homes. If you're looking for an acre plus, definitely going to be planning on paying at least $1 million or more in these neighborhoods. So probably 1 to 1.5 to maybe even as high as $2 million, depending on what you're looking for. If you're enjoying this video and you like getting videos like this about your move to Idaho and exploring all the areas, all the neighborhoods, all the subdivisions, all the pros and cons, all you got to do is hit subscribe and hit that bell notification so you get notified every time a new video comes out, which is every single week, sometimes even 2 videos a week, so you can stay up to date and make the absolutely smooth move here to Idaho. Now, as you're looking through Eagle, again, these home prices, if you're looking for 1 acre minimum, you're definitely going to be over the $1 million price point. More realistically, closer to the $1.5 to $2 million price point on up. A lot of it's also going to depend on the type of home that you're looking for. If you're looking for a nice newer home, larger home, 3,000 square feet, 5-6 bedrooms on up with potential amenities on the property like a tennis court, pool, etc., then you're certainly going to be paying closer to that $2 million price point and more. Now, similar with Star, Idaho, now that Star is right next to Eagle, and Star is just a generally slightly less expensive area as opposed to Eagle, but it certainly is very up and coming. A lot of rapid growth is occurring there. So you will find acreage properties there as well in that 1 to 5 acre range. And again, you're going to be expecting pay probably in that $1.5 to $2 million range. There's actually some really interesting properties on the market right now when I'm recording this video. One is at $10 million. Now, it is a massive, massive home, almost 10,000 square feet. So really beautiful home, large acreage. So if you're in that budget price point, that could be a really interesting property to check out. So obviously there's a range of homes that are going to be anywhere from $1 million, $1.5 million on up to potentially $10 million in Star and throughout the Treasure Valley. Some areas you're going to want to take a look at also are Middleton. Middleton's overlooked quite a bit. It's kind of sandwiched in between Star and Caldwell and kind of Nampa, right in the middle there. Very small town, about 10,000 people, growing, but not growing as rapidly as Star. And you can find a lot of homes that are built on acreage lots, 1 to 5 acres. And there are some communities in here that are HOA communities. So they're going to have the regulations that keep those communities nice and clean. You're not going to have a neighbor that potentially is piling up junk on their property. And you're going to have at least an acre, white picket fences through here, purple sage, for instance, is a great example of that. And so you're going to have some space. You're still going to have neighbors. You're still going to have that community feel. But because you still have an HOA, it's going to be a really nice, clean neighborhood. So it's just going to depend on what you're looking for. Are you looking to really get away from people, or are you looking to still have that community vibe and still have neighbors, but just have a little bit more room to spread out, to have your side-by-sides, your boat, your RV, etc., then that's going to depend on the type of home, type of property you're going to be looking for. If you're really looking to get away from it all, then you are going to want to look definitely in the foothills of Eagle and Star and Boise. Expect to pay a lot more for those homes, definitely in that $2 to $3+ million range. If you're looking for lower cost land and still a nicer home, then you're gonna wanna start looking at places like Nampa and Caldwell. Now, Caldwell has the Snake River Valley, wine country. There are some massive properties out there with some potentially incredible views of Snake River as well. Depending on the geography, you might actually be on a ridge or a slight hill and have a really great view. Most of the Treasure Valley is very flat, so most of the homes you're gonna be buying with Acreage are gonna be very, very flat land, which is great if you have a lot of stuff to kind of spread out. If you want to have a large grassy lawn, then that's fantastic. But as you get out into Caldwell, Snake River Valley, it's going to be a little bit more hilly. Or as you get into the really north part of Caldwell, kind of north of Star, almost into Emmett, then there are also foothills up there and you're going to have more terrain as well. So it just depends on what you're looking for. You are okay with something more flat, you want something with more terrain. More flat, going to be less expensive, more terrain, more views, obviously going to be a bit more expensive for you. Now, something you really want to potentially avoid are homes that are built right on busy 2-lane roads. So these on the map might not look that busy, they might just look like simple farmlands, but a lot of these are going to be main thoroughfares for people getting to and from work into the city, especially your Nampa, Caldwell, South Meridian, etc. Then these homes are going to be somewhat busy. And what I found is a lot of these homes tend to be folks that are contractors of some sort, landscapers, whatever it might be, and they have a lot of equipment that they need to store. So if you happen to be moving here and have a contracting business you're bringing with you, then maybe you want to take a look at that so you have a lot of land to spread out and have all your equipment. But otherwise, you're probably going to be on a rather busy road. You may not be that happy with it. So you really want to make sure that the home you're buying is really off that road, so you're kind of away from that potential traffic. Now, it's not going to be like a freeway going through, but there's going to be more traffic than maybe what you're looking for if you're looking for an acreage property. So really want to make sure you're built off of that, or really built back into more of a community off of one of those busy roads and still have that acreage land. The other thing you want to take a look at when you're looking at acreage land is how much work are you ready and willing and able to do on that land. The larger the property, the more maintenance there is going to be on that property. So if you're looking for something more low maintenance and you still want acreage, you're certainly going to want to check out one of the subdivisions that has an HOA and is maybe 1 acre at the most. If you're willing to take on more work, then you're going to want to start looking at those larger acreage properties up to that 5 acres or even more up in the 10 acres. There are even properties here that have full vineyards on them. So that's going to require a ton of maintenance and work to maintain that property. So it really just depends on your appetite for how much work you're willing to do on your property. Now, of course, most of these properties are going to have wells and they're going to be on septic as well. So that's going to be another maintenance cost you're going to have to plan for, because eventually the pump will break. You need to do periodic testing on the water to make sure it's safe to drink. You might need to filter that water to get rid of some impurities. And of course, you're going to have a septic tank as well and septic system with leach lines. That's going to have to be maintained. It has to be pumped every so often. The leach lines have to be maintained. So you're going to have some added expenses with the well and septic that you may not have when you're on a city sewer system and public water. So you're going to have to pay for that water and sewer, but you're not going to have the maintenance cost associated with it. So you have to budget for that, of course, if you're going to have that well and septic. Now, if that is you and you're looking to move here and looking for acreage property, all you got to do is reach out via phone, text, or email. My team and I would absolutely love to help you with making that transition here to Idaho. We help people like you all the time, and we absolutely love helping you, whether 9 days, 90 days, or 2 years out. Just reach out to us via phone, text, or email at the contact information listed below on the screen and in the description. We'd love to jump on the phone and chat with you.